We're in the Justice League Watchtower.
Oh damn, I should have brought a Batman shirt or some crap. Yeah. At the Hall of Justice.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's another Justice League headquarters place.
Yes, that's like the Super Friends headquarters for the Justice League. Gosh.
Yeah. So the Nintendo Switch is 7 years old now. Getting close to 7 years old. It's still 6 years old, but it's going to turn 7 March of next year.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, the Switch is old enough to be in elementary school.
Yeah.
Well, well, consoles work differently than human years, so.
Yeah, that's true. That is fair. So, what are we thinking's coming to it?
Yeah,
The new Switch, if they announce it ever.
Yeah, there's what am I gonna say? There was a Nintendo Direct that was announced today, and it's gonna come next week.
The new Switch?
No, the Nintendo Direct.
Well, Nintendo Direct. Oh, I see. I just saw the Direct for Super Mario Wonder.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I'm really excited for
Me
that.
too. Good to get a 2D Mario back.
Yeah, it's really sad that Charles Martinet is retiring.
Yes.
Well, he's not retiring. He's just
moving on from just voicing Mario.
Yeah.
Like all his characters. He's doing like the ambassador or something or other.
Yeah.
I
wonder how this job is doing though.
Yeah, I wonder too. I also wonder how what's his face or who's the new actor for Mario?
I don't know. I think when Mario Wonder comes out, like
hopefully they'll tell us.
Yeah.
What if it's just Chris Pratt doing a good Mario impression?
I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt that. I feel like I'd know if it was Chris Pratt. But then again, maybe he could surprise us.
Yeah,
Kinda did for the movie. Keyword kinda.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I think at the earliest, I think that the Switch is going to come out. I think summer of 2024. I think.
Well, then it could be a graduation gift for me or something. But yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, look, usually game consoles come out November because it's close to around Black Friday and the holiday season stuff.
That's true. And I see you got your Switch for decoration this time instead of a laptop.
Yeah.
Well, let's see the thing.
Yeah, this is my Switch. I'm gonna get new Joy-Con soon since the R button on this Joy-Con actually broke.
Oh, really?
I had it for actually a couple of years now.
You want to hear my secret about Joy-Cons?
What?
I don't use them.
Oh.
I have a GameCube controller that I use for my Switch, and I just never take it in handheld mode. I've given up on using Joy-Cons.
Oh, because they're not that durable.
They're not that durable. They drift, and I tried to fix one of them, and I ended up making it worse.
Well, with my blue Joy-Con right here, it has a crack on it.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I have it for a couple of years now, which is pretty good for Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I had mine for a good while.
Which the Nintendo DS had that problem too.
Did it really?
Especially with the DS Lite, because
just too lightweight and indurable.
They're not that durable at all. When you're playing Mario 64 DS or Mario Kart DS or something like that, they break. I blame those two games on
Mario Kart and Mario 64.
DS. Yeah, my DS Lite I had when I was like 8 broke. It doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. Pretty sure at one point I had a DS that snapped in half as well. Pulled it out of a cupboard, dropped it, and
Yeah. Yeah, the only DS systems I have that are fully working, that are functional, are my 3DS systems, and the 3DS systems fix the problem of durability. They're a lot more durable than...
Yeah. I actually have my 3DS on campus as well this semester.
Ah.
Not that I use it much, it's more for just leisurely pastime
Ah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I would like is make the Joy-Cons more durable. That's
Or just like, is it? I've heard this thing is supposed to have like the power of Xbox, or like power compatibility or something.
oh, I think at least have it the power of a Steam Deck, like the Valve
That'd be fair.
Steam Deck around that time.
I'm guessing a Steam Deck is more powerful than this thing.
Yeah, obviously.
Makes
yeah.
sense. I've seen those before, but I haven't invested in one. I
Yeah.
don't know if I ever will, but yeah.
Yeah, I got bills to pay, so I don't spend money on game consoles too often. I can't.
Yeah, I hear you. I only really spend money on the most recent Nintendo console.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
The only Xbox
Yeah.
system I own is a 360. I don't have the newer one and stuff.
a lot of my friends play Xbox, so I'm kind of tempted to get a new one, but I'm just not sure if I'll ever find a good used model.
Yeah, I do want to play Starfield, but like $250 on a Series S.
Just for that?
Just for that.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's not that bad of a deal though. But
Yeah. You ever heard of the game Heavy Weapon?
no.
Oh, it's a shoot 'em up tank game. You go side to side and you aim like diagonal or straight up and
Yeah,
shit.
is it Xbox exclusive or it's on other?
It's best experienced on Xbox,
Ah.
but it's backwards compatible for the Xbox One, but made for the 360. So, yeah, but that game that game's been in my life since I was like 5, and I've loved it ever since. I beat it with my cousin recently, and that was like I was doing my 5-year-old self a service.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's back to the Switch 2 or whatever they're going to call it.
Yeah. Like there are rumors that like I'm not gonna link any article because they're rumors. I'm just gonna say I heard it. I'm not gonna say that it's true or not. So.
Right.
I heard that there's a leak that Nintendo's gonna call the next Switch the Nintendo Focus.
Nintendo Focus. Switch your focus, eh? I'm done.
Because Nintendo's afraid of naming it the Switch 2 because of the Wii U, and they're afraid to.
Oh yeah, that didn't end out well. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like with the Wii U, Nintendo should have called it the Super Wii or Wii 2 or something like
Yeah,
that.
like what's the U for? I guess I never understood that. But I still have one, so they've suckered me in with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Albeit with not as many games, because a lot of them have been ported to the Switch.
Yeah, like the only reason to get a Wii U if you want to play the shitty ones like Sonic Boom or something.
Oh, jeez.
If you want to play it for a video or something, or you're morbidly curious, then that's the only reason to get a Wii U. But
I'll be honest, I will agree with that when they port Nintendo Land to the Wii U, or to the Switch, my bad. Nintendo Land is like they need that on the Switch. They really do. In my humble opinion, anyway.
yeah, also Yoshi's Woolly World though.
Yeah, that too.
That too,
That
because
could use a port.
yes, there is a 3DS port, but if you want the HD graphics, then
That's true. Yeah, Wii U just kind of lacked that. I will say, New Super Mario Brothers on the Wii U, I play it, but only for like the gamepad, how you can place blocks everywhere. Like I'd like to have a friend over. Like, hey, come on over, let's play this game. Watch them try and play it. Put blocks everywhere so they can't go anywhere. Just mess with them. I always thought that was a fun way to troll people. I think like some Smosh
Yeah.
or someone who introduced me to that.
I had an idea that I talked with a Nintendo YouTuber on stream, and he said I came up with the idea: what if the Switch came with a detachable screen and make a DS out of it? For
Like if it could fold into a DS.
yeah,
That'd be cool.
though, and he thought that was a fucking stupid idea.
He thought it was stupid.
Yeah, he obviously said it in a polite way. He wasn't a dick about it.
Well, that's good.
He just said it was a bad idea. He wasn't He didn't say it in a mean sort of way, so.
If they're doing that, they should make like a way to detach the screens so you can like have like the Wii U pad.
Yeah, that's.
So then they can port all of their shit.
Yeah. Wii U, don't need you in the trash.
Yeah, rip Wii U. Although like before they shut down the eShop on that thing, it was good to get some games that are hard to find now.
Yeah,
like Mario Sluggers. You ever played that?
Yeah,
I never had that as a kid, and my best friend's like, yo, Mario Sluggers is like really fun to watch on YouTube. So I'm like, well, fuck it, I'll get it as an actual game, and I did.
Yeah, you downloaded it?
Yeah, I downloaded it on.
I'm sure there's a physical copy.
I'm sure, but they're like harder to find. Which is why I
I got Shantae on the 3DS eShop.
Have you?
Yeah. Like, it's like $500 on eBay. It's like,
yeah.
No fucking way I'm spending.
Yeah, it's not worth it for a game you're probably gonna play every once in a while.
Yeah. Like 500 for the loose cartridge. It's like, hell no.
Not worth it. Yeah, cartridges. I mean, they save space on your systems, but it's not like.
Yeah.
Just get a giant SD card and then you're set. Well, not giant SD card, like a really big spaced SD card.
Yeah. One thing I regret doing is I should have just waited longer, but I have a 64 gigabyte SSD.
Do you?
Micro SD instead of a 128. I was stupid. I should have gotten a 128.
Yeah, I hear ya. That would be nice because you wouldn't have to pick the game out and then put another one in. Is it weird that that's like tedious as a task now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
video games are meant to be interchanged, and here we are like so lazy we just download them.
Yeah, like I still download. I still buy physical games still, but not that much because I do want games to. For the next Switch, I want backwards compatibility with. I heard that there's technical reasons why it'll be a lot harder because you're making a more powerful system, and making a more powerful system, you might not be able to have put cards or anything like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But
would you do the little discs as well?
Like the GameCube?
Sure. Well, I don't know why I said little in front of that. Just discs in general. But yeah,
Not a bad idea.
Why can't they make Why can't they make it backwards compatible with the physical copies? Put in a GameCube disc. You can play it. Get out your old collection and shit. Imagine if I'd pay for that.
That sounds too good to be true, but
yeah,
there's manufacturing costs, so
That's true.
There's also a backwards compatible PS3 that can play PS2 and PS1.
Is that right?
Yes. But they're not the most durable systems out there, and I need to be responsible with my money. So
yeah, I hear ya. Pretty sure I've seen knockoff consoles that that supposedly play Nintendo and NES game, like Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Regular Nintendo games.
Yeah, there's the Game Stick or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, remember those systems like the Ouya or the Game Stick where you could play mobile level games on your TV.
Yeah, great mobile games. Everyone's those.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the console wars is usually a four-party system. You got PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's a four-party system. The console wars.
Just if you want to make a console for the console wars, just join one of those four companies, or just do PC, or one of those. Just join Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo, or just make your own computers and start your own company of the best gaming computers.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that it's only a four-party system.
Me too.
Because Because if there's multiple systems, like if there's like 20, if it's like a 20-party system, it'll be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, definitely. To pick one.
Because there are exclusives and all that stuff, and I'm kind of glad that there is a 4-party system, and I wish streaming works like that too. But
I agree. Streaming, like, as in YouTube, Twitch, or am I thinking of
no, not that, but Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like, you could just, like, so you don't have to have multiple services to get certain exclusives. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, so, yeah. Remember back in the day when Sega was a part of that war?
Yeah.
And it was like more of like a 3-party system.
Yeah.
Yeah, before, that was the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, do you count PC as a part of the console wars or not really?
I'd say it fits. It is gamers it does appeal to gamers. And you have the PC Master Race people, which used to be me, but not anymore. I've kind of moved on from those days.
Yeah, I do have a Steam account, but
Same.
I don't have a powerful enough computer to use it that often.
Yeah. And then there's like those Steam machines, which I think are them trying to be in the console wars.
Yeah.
But they should just stick to what they're doing. PC. Who knows? It's money. That's what they're in it for.
Yeah, like, so the list of things that I want with like the Switch 2 is I want backwards compatibility and durability with the Joy-Cons. Those are my 2 things that, like, I got in my Switch. This is the same Switch I gotten since 2021, so I got it for quite a few years. So
yeah,
I wish, and there are a fuck ton of Switch games that I have not played yet.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't played the Mario Party games on the Switch, or
play Superstars. That one's better than Super Mario Party. Because you know why?
Why?
Because Superstars, you don't need those. You can play with whatever controller you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also Switch Sports where you have to have Joy-Cons, which annoys me, but I get it. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah. I do have other ideas for Switch games I want to make a video on, like 1-2 Switch, and is 1-2 Switch really that bad today, or whatever.
Yeah, true.
Those are some ideas I do have.
Right.
But
think we'll get Mario Kart 9 on the new system?
Probably, but my concern for the future of Mario Kart is that Mario Kart 8 is so popular and Nintendo's just going to release it over and over and over again.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Like a Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, why? Rockstar, why do you release it on PS5? Like, why?
Like, didn't they, like, announce the 6th game?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And they announced Red Dead Redemption 3, I think. So.
And they're just using 5 Grand Theft Auto as a cash cow, essentially.
Yeah, even though the PS4 is perfectly backwards compatible with the PS5, like, we release it on PS5, why the fuck not?
Money. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like, that's my main concern. Yes, it's popular, yes, the graphics look nice, and yes, but...
And yes, it's got all the courses you want, well, for the most part.
Yeah, but after you released all the DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, Nintendo, it's time to move on.
Agreed.
Time to don't copy what Rockstar's doing in Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's enough that they copied their own mistake of making the Virtual Boy with the Wii U. You ever seen that video? Where it's like the Wii U and this Virtual Boy? They made a lot of the same mistakes. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. All because they wanted to forget about the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
And to think that that's where VR started.
Yeah, well, a lot of games aren't, none of the games at all, barely any of the games are in first person, so when it's supposed to be virtual reality.
Yeah, exactly. the two that are in first person, well, one of them is like really good for first person because it's a boxing game, but the other is just you're just in a plane or like a ship or something. It's something like Star Fox, but like you have to switch into virtual one, and it's all red. Like, bruh, let's talk about some reality I want to live in where everything's red.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of Star Fox, like, after Pikmin 4 was successful and Metroid Prime Remastered was successful because they are more minor franchises from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Another YouTuber, Alpha Omega Sin, thought it would be a great idea to have a more open-ended Star Fox game where you can land on planets like Starfield and Outer Worlds, and you can explore
like
planets and go on foot and shoot aliens.
So like Star Fox Assault, but even better.
Yeah, like I heard, Star Fox Assault was one of those games where people hate it at first, and then as the years go by, people are praising it.
It kind of gets the credit it deserves. Yeah.
Like, people praise it for the story, but yeah, the voice acting's cheesy, but...
Oh, yeah, well...
But the writing's still good. And
yeah, it's Nintendo also. I don't think Nintendo... I mean, other than Charles Martinet, I don't think you get a lot of prime voice actors in Nintendo games.
True.
Yeah, I mean, look, you remember Mario Sunshine?
Yeah.
There was some high-quality performances there. Jeez, I can picture those scenes in my head a little bit.
Yeah, people made juvenile jokes where...
keep going, I'm listening.
Where Peach is Bowser Jr.'s mom, like actual mom. It's like...
Oh, jeez.
Like, I brought this up in the Mario movie review that I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
I gotta check that out. Like... I wonder how they're gonna introduce Bowser Jr.
I don't know. In the next Mario movie, I really don't know.
Yeah, speaking of the Mario movie, I kind of wonder if they're gonna bring like the Flower Kingdom into the franchise at any point, in the cinematic franchise, I guess you could say. That'd be, I would like to see that. Although it wasn't on the map of everything. I don't know. Maybe there's some. Maybe it'll be like its own cinematic universe and like bring in the multiverse with the Flower Kingdom and comes in instead.
I think it's a really stupid idea.
The Flower Kingdom?
No, a stupid idea to have all the Nintendo franchises be in the same universe. Like,
yeah, that I agree. I think that had to be like
Star Fox should be in its own universe from Mario, or in Metroid is supposed to be in its own
continuity.
Yeah, like Mattel, after the success of Barbie, they wanted to make it the same universe as Mark Foster's Thomas movies. Like, why?
Why indeed?
Like, Thomas is its own thing. It's a realistic industrial world, not... It doesn't need to be in the same universe as Margot Robbie's Barbie or anything.
Jeez, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, but I think like if they were really gonna connect movies of all Nintendo franchises, it should be that they do it like in a multiverse kind of setting, like some crazy glitch in the multiverse or some shit gets Link into the Mushroom Kingdom. That'd be a lot better than they're all the same franchise.
I got a much better idea. Like, how about have cameos of certain like in the Mario movie, like there's a cameo where there are model R-Wings, for example.
Yeah, I think there was one in Mario's movie.
Yeah, they should have just have cameos that mention that each other exist and that they're from the same company and that's it.
Yeah, same company, that's fine. Same universe, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Going back to the Switch 2, like...
Yeah, sorry, we went down a bit of a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I want it to be the power of the Steam Deck, and Nintendo for the past, 20 years, since around the Wii, like, they only care about a certain gimmick, like the Wii, where you swing motion control dildos around. That's cool. Like, the Wii is like the easiest console to make fun of. It's,
Oh, absolutely.
It's so easy to make fun of.
Easy to rip off too, and do even worse.
Yeah, and the Switch is a handheld and console hybrid, and
They just focus too much on the gimmicks than the games.
then the specs.
Than the specs. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Like, how awesome would it be to have a Unity engine or a higher engine Mario game or a Zelda or a Star Fox or Metroid?
Absolutely.
Like,
I would like that.
I would like Nintendo at some point in the next 5 years or something to focus more on graphics in their at least in their next console.
Agreed.
Because how awesome would
like the games of Nintendo, but the power of an Xbox or PlayStation. I think that would be good. I would like them to I'd like to feel like I'm playing a Mario game I'd like to be playing a Mario game, but like feel like I'm playing it on something good, like something really powerful.
Yes.
Like an Xbox, for instance.
Well, the GameCube and N64 was actually more powerful than the PS1 and PS2.
Is that so?
Yes, but
the PS2 had online, didn't it?
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But but it's the format that it was designed on. Like the PS2 supported DVDs, and the GameCube supported small disc, and it was a pain in the dick to put games in massive open world games like San Andreas, and it was easier just put it on a DVD. But Nintendo was like, no, let's use small discs. And
oh, Nintendo. I mean, I get it. They always go for something different, but like, it'd be nice if they do something that's like caught up with what everyone else is doing. Like, it's okay to make kid-friendly games, but at least make them powerful too.
Yeah, like Nintendo would have been much more successful with the N64 if Nintendo went with CDs.
Yeah, and maybe didn't have a controller that looked like a friggin' pitchfork or some shit.
It looks like Chewbacca's crossbow.
A little bit, yeah, I can see that. That's one way to put it.
Yeah, like Nintendo thought put cartridges because we're a kids company, and kids are more reckless, and the PlayStation is the adult console.
Oh no, the kid's gonna snap a disc in half. Oh no, jeez. You could do anything. You can break anything. You could break a cartridge if you want to. Just get yourself a hammer and you're all set.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess a cartridge is technically more durable. Well, older ones, I should say. I don't think the modern stuff would be as
true.
I feel like a Switch cartridge would be a little more flimsy.
Yeah.
Plus, they taste bad.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember grown-ass adults like put the tongue on the cartridge.
Yeah,
so
I did. I was one of those grown-ass adults. Well, maybe not grown-ass, but grown-up enough adults to do it, and I regretted it every second of it.
Yeah. I haven't tasted a Switch cartridge when the Switch launched around that time, but I did when I first got it in 2021. Then.
Mm-hmm. What's in your collection there, if you don't mind?
I got Mario Maker 2, Kirby Forgotten Land. I got Dying Light. So, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Smash Brothers Ultimate, and
pretty much the essentials. It sounds like.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd call Smash and Kart the essentials.
Yes.
And it maybe Mario Party 2 is an essential, but you don't have that. Well, my girlfriend doesn't have Smash, so there's that. I guess you don't. Maybe not essentials, but like the best party games.
Yeah. Yeah, when the Switch first came out, it wasn't possible to run games like Dying Light or Doom 2016.
I remember.
But the Switch was the first handheld to run fully AAA games. That's what made it. So it was actually the most powerful handheld of all time before the Steam Deck and other stuff came out.
That's true.
And it basically started where having more AAA games running on a handheld that you take with you. Yes, like I have Dying Light on the Switch, and the only technical glitch that I dealt with Dying Light on the Switch was when I was swimming when I was like underwater. And like say my phone is Kyle Crane and I was swimming up and then I just keep glitching going back and
oh, well that's annoying.
Yeah, and I have to restart the game in order.
Yeah. I mean, could be worse.
That's the only game-breaking bug, but everything else about Dying Light on Switch is a phenomenal port. Like, when I first played Doom 2016 on the Switch, and like, wow, I'm playing a PS4 game on the go. Whoa,
oh, yeah.
That is awesome.
PSP ain't got nothing on that shit. Remember when PSPs were a thing?
Yeah.
Remember the PS Vita?
Yes.
Yeah, me neither.
I have not seen anyone play one.
Yeah.
At all.
That makes sense.
Because the PSP, I don't know why. I guess they're not that popular. I was never lucky enough to see someone play one or something like that. I saw other kids play a 3DS or a DS or something.
Yeah, same.
But PSP and Vita, no.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen PSPs more often used as a phone by ProZD. You know who that is?
No.
He makes hilarious skits and he's a voice actor. But I've seen him use a PSP as a phone for his skits more than I've seen people frickin' play them. That's how I'd put it.
Like Scott the Woz using an old phone and he uses it like this. No,
yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
Yeah. And with Switch Online, one thing I really hate about Switch Online, it has gotten better over the years. Like people shat on it, but I would like to be able to buy retro games separately, like N64.
Like instead of the
subscription way.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because if GameCube games you're allowed to sell them separately, why not N64 and
who knows?
Game Boy and stuff?
I mean, you could with the Super Mario 3D All Stars. But that doesn't count.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, they gotta. I want to play GameCubes again on a GameCube games again someday preferably on a modern console.
The only thing Nintendo released rather than Mario Sunshine is Metroid Prime, Pikmin 1 and 2, and that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
they gotta port more GameCube games.
It was really awesome that Metroid Prime did really well.
Agreed.
And it encouraged Nintendo to release more GameCube games, and I'm glad that Nintendo goes, we gotta communicate with our wallets. We can't just make YouTube videos complain, we have to communicate with our wallets. So.
That we do. That we do.
And what do you think should be a launch title for the next Switch?
I would say Mario Kart 9, but we're unsure about that. I guess I don't know. Probably, I would assume they do a new Mario game of some sort, like something, maybe something like Odyssey, but like even bigger.
Yeah, I think Metroid Prime 4. It's been in development now for a while.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
They might just put it on as a launch title, like, because like it'll be like the Halo Combat Evolved of the Switch.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a thought and I can't find it. It was something Oh, I remember. You know what game? The one game I'd probably be okay with them porting to the new Switch, or actually, now that I think about it, if they're just, if the new Switch is backwards compatible, no need for another Smash Brothers. I think anyway, because it is Ultimate after all, and Sakurai is like, that man needs to retire. Let's be real. We are so thankful for his service, but like, damn, take a rest. That's just me though, and probably a good portion of the fan base.
Yeah. Alright. Also, I really enjoy Kirby and the Forgotten Land. They might make a sequel to that.
Oh, do they? Will they?
They might.
Yeah, I just know like Smash Brothers is just development hell, but Kirby, yeah, I could see him continuing with Kirby, but the whole Smash franchise, like I hope Ultimate is really the last one, if I'm being honest. Especially if the next system's backwards compatible.
Yeah, well, I think. Well, they better not release it over and over and over and over again. Like,
I mean, true.
With Grand Theft Auto 5, like,
yeah.
If the Switch 2 is backwards compatible with the original Switch, then don't port Smash Ultimate. Just don't.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Sakurai like put his heart and soul into Smash, and he gave us Sora. I mean, yeah, he didn't give us Waluigi, but we have an assist trophy. Yay! Anyway, I just like. I don't know if I could bear to see another Smash game that would have less characters, because I think I heard something that if they made another Smash, there would not have a lot of the roster that Ultimate has, and that would upset me.
Yeah, as long as it has good new characters like Doom Guy or Crash Bandicoot, like
that'd be nice.
To be in Smash, like you have to at least been on a Nintendo console at least once.
Yeah. And hey, that's
like Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
was PlayStation heavy, and the original 2 games were on the NES. And
yeah, that's right.
So Solid Snake was allowed to be in Smash.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way. You just have to be on a friggin' and even what's his face, Banjo and Kazooie, they were on the N64. Boom, access.
Yeah, and Crash Bandicoot had that on the Game Boy Advance, and
they had the Insane Trilogy.
Yes.
And 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But Crash is not back yet.
Yeah, actually, Crash has been back for a while.
I worded that poorly. I meant Crash is not in Smash yet. I'd be okay with that someday if they brought him in. But it's like.
Yeah, well, Activision got bought by Microsoft, so.
Did they now? Is
Crash Bandicoot, that was once PlayStation exclusive, is now going exclusive to Xbox.
Oh, the turntables. Wow.
Yeah, like, what do you think of Activision being bought by Microsoft?
That sounds like a bit of an oof for Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about balance of power.
I mean, Xbox. Well, technically, Microsoft on its own has more power than, in some ways, more power than Sony, because they don't just do whatchamacallit. They have the Xbox and they have Windows, so they've got a pretty decent amount of power, Microsoft. But on the flip side, you have Sony, who has the PlayStation, but they also make movies.
Yes.
So I guess in the video game world, though, yeah, I'd say Xbox probably has more power. Microsoft probably has a bit more power than they do.
Yeah, since they bought Activision and.
Yep.
But they signed a deal with Sony to have Call of Duty games come out on the PlayStation in the next 10 years. So somewhere in the middle of the PS6 comes out, and
whenever that happens,
Call of Duty's gonna go PlayStation, Xbox exclusive. So
I could see that.
But Microsoft did announce that they're gonna release Call of Duty on the Switch.
Are they really?
Yeah, they have. After buying Activision, they have plans on doing that.
Like the current Switch or the new one?
Probably the current Switch.
The current Switch, yeah. That I could kind of see that.
Like,
don't know if,
I really doubt they would fit like Modern Warfare 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
Black Ops even.
But the 360 era COD games, I can see that happening.
Yeah, 360 era, but modern, not so much. Not with the Switch's level of power. Yeah.
But with like Black Ops 4 or Modern Warfare 2, like the new ones, like why you got 2 COD games titled Modern Warfare 1? You got the one in 2007, one in 2009. It's just confusing.
I hear you.
Call it Modern Warfare 4, and then Modern Warfare 5, and the one that's coming out this year, Modern Warfare 6. Just
what are they afraid of 6? Maybe they're afraid of 7. Dumb jokes aside, but why was 6 afraid of 7? Jeez. No, why was 6 afraid of 7? Here's a better punchline. Because 8, 9, and 10 will continue to ruin the franchise's reputation. I'd have to find a better way to word that to make that a better joke. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, right?
yeah.
How much time are we looking at here?
Yeah, I think the time is 6:59. Like.
Oh wow, we've been at this for about an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, like what I have here is I have a carrying case.
Yes.
For more adult hands. So
More adult hands, yeah. That's one
so
way to put it.
I have that.
I just play it on the TV nowadays. I don't use those cursed Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I like to buy, like, there are some AAA ports I want to play, like Wolfenstein, New Colossus, and other.
Right.
Like, if you're only going to play those games in dock mode, then they're probably not worth buying.
Probably not worth having on a Switch, yeah. Because the point is that the Switch is an on-the-go thing.
Yes, and
that makes sense.
And if when I play Doom 2016 on the Switch, I always play it in portable mode because, yeah, it looks terrible when...
On the actual TV?
Yeah, it looks better when you're playing it in handheld mode.
I could see that, actually.
Yeah. There are some things that people will complain about, like, with the Switch 2 or whatever, like...
Or the Focus, as discussed earlier, possibly.
That Nintendo's gonna get rid of the OLED screen to cut costs.
Oh no, OLED.
Like people complained about the 720p screen. Like,
God.
it's not a big deal. Like,
I know. Just play the fucking game.
Like 720p for a handheld back in 2017. That's a lot more acceptable today.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, heck, like the 3DS, I was like surprised by that thing's graphics. Like they had like, I feel like they had like the models that were 3D actually looked convincing for, like, and they weren't as like blocky like the DS. Yeah, Mario 3D Land is where I noticed that. Like, holy shit, Mario actually looks like Mario, not like a model of Mario.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got anything else?
Yeah, one thing I think, one thing I think. Trying to come up with something.
Oh, I hear
What I
that.
was gonna say. So, what should you call the next Nintendo console?
That's a good question. So, I like the idea of Focus, but that also kind of makes me think virtual reality.
Yeah.
Although I would not mind this thing having a virtual reality, if
Yeah, I don't want it to be its priority. I want it to be a side thing. Like, here's a cool thing you can try out. You can use it, but you can still play with a controller and TV like the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I agree. That's how the PlayStation does it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That I respect. Yeah, but
like, would you like a 4K screen, or?
I mean,
or at least a 1400p, 44p, or something like that, or.
yeah.
At least that. Though, if it's 1080p, maybe it's not that big of a deal, but.
Yeah.
I'm not.
For virtual reality or just in general?
Just in handheld mode and in general.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, 1080p in a virtual reality just, I don't know, just not that appealing.
True.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want Nintendo to make the same mistake that they made with the Wii U and.
Agreed. Sacrifice graphics for a gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurt. Sacrificing the specs for a gimmick has both benefit Nintendo and hurt Nintendo. It did well with the Wii, but with the Wii U it did not.
Yeah, just not the same. Like, sacrifice graphics, you could play with a friggin' iPad. And you can't even take, like, I feel like that thing should have been portable, like its own system. I feel like that would have made the thing a lot more enjoyable. But I don't know.
Yeah, like, Nintendo should just, like, what am I gonna say? Just, okay, it was nice experimenting with sacrificing the specs. Let's focus on specs again.
Yeah,
Nintendo should focus more on that again.
I agree. That'd be good. That'd be like that. Maybe someday they'll wake up and realize that's what they should be doing.
Yeah. Like what I'm gonna say, so when do you think should be the release date for the next Switch?
Next Switch. You said something about summer 2024?
Yeah.
I'd say around there is probably pretty good. I mean, what's left of the Switch with the current hardware? Mario Wonder? I feel like you can play that on the new thing just as easy.
Yeah.
The Focus says we're going to dub it for now, according to...
Yeah, like, before the Switch came out, it was called the NX. And
the NX? Yeah, I remember those days. Almost forgot about those days.
Yeah, and my favorite Switch game is probably Mario Maker 2, and hopefully, like, it uses a separate pad, like
kind of like the Wii U.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be sold in the console for cost reasons.
Yeah.
I just want it,
I wish it's like something you could pick up one day, like an optional Wii U pad.
Yeah, like that's sold separately.
I agree. That'd be good.
But with the bundle, I just want the Joy-Cons, next Joy-Cons that are more durable, and the console and the hookups, and that's it.
Yeah, the bare essentials. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Got anything else, or what were you gonna say?
And like, Nintendo barely talked about the Switch 2, like they're barely mentioning it or anything.
They're probably trying to avoid it and milk the current Switch right now.
Yeah, what's really frustrating is that the next gen game consoles like the PS5 and Xbox Series X, like, the power of those systems are barely getting used at all. Like, yes, Starfield's using the power really well, and Ratchet and Clank ripped apart and other games, but there are still games being released on the PS4 and Xbox One.
I feel like they're milking those, yeah.
Like, there's a Crash Bandicoot game released on that, and it's on the PS4 also. It's like, you're still
just let it go already. Just why? Because I think it's because the PS4 and Xbox Ones are cheap compared to the newer stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they're still trying to be accessible, but they're also trying to move forward, and those two kind of contradict each other.
It's obviously because of the global chip shortage, which it has gotten better. It's been a lot easier to get a PS5. Like, every time I move an inch into Walmart or a GameStop, I see the PS5 more often.
Well, that's good.
So I think it's a good time for just let the PS4 and Xbox One, like, give those games the retirement home. Retirement package. Like,
seriously. Yeah.
Like, usually when a game console's in its retirement phase, like, usually all that comes out is sports games and Just Dance and a few indie games, and that's it. You're right.
Just
only release those types of games on the PS4, and that's it.
That's a good idea. When the next Just Dance comes out, PS4 can come out of retirement for a bit. Other than that, put it away. If only.
Yeah, like, if you can't afford a PS5, then quit buying $60 games on the PS4. It'll add up.
Facts. Facts right there. 100% facts. Anything else?
Yeah, that's about it. Like,
yeah, same.
Like, when have you gotten your Switch? Just wondering.
Well, I think I got my Switch. I think I was 17 or 18. Like, it was pretty quick after it came out, but they ran out, and I think it was like when the second batch came in, then I'm like, yoink.
Yeah, like, I was not treated that spoiled when I was a kid. Like,
I hear you. You had to wait to get those kinds of things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I couldn't just get the new game console for.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I paid for it on my own, which dent in my bank account, but you know, it's all part of growing up.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the Film Off Gamer guy signing out. Have a good one. Goodbye and welcome back.
That'd be